Payne Durham.
Oh,
That's a Bucs best bet.
House of Payne.
That is
Bringing the pain. This is
that
a guy
is
we've talked
a
about.
Bucs best bet right there. That's number 3, folks.
There we go.
Payne
3
Durham.
Bucs best bets.
That was per Aaron Wilson.
There you
Per
go.
Aaron Wilson.
All right. Love this guy. Love him. He made a
Great
great
value.
impression at the Senior Bowl. And so, yeah, super excited about him, not just because we had him as a Bucs best bet, because he's a really good tight end. Probably a number 2 tight end in the NFL. And again, if you think back to Cam Brate, when Cam was in his prime, the guy was a red zone target. He was among the top 5-10 tight ends in terms of touchdown catches for like a 2 or 3 year span. So much so that the Bucs gave him a 6-year contract extension. And damn it, Cam Brate just about saw the end of that contract. Had to take a couple pay cuts to stay in red and pewter, but at the same time was a big time handy weapon. Think back to that touchdown against the Packers, right?
Yeah.
After that Devin White fumble recovery, Jordan Whitehead
jarred
the ball loose, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, the Buccaneers right after the halftime get that third quarter touchdown, which was a key touchdown. Because then Brady
ended up being like the game winner, essentially.
Brady starts throwing interceptions all of a sudden in the third quarter. But Cam Brate,
there's a reason Cam Brate, is where he is in the all-time touchdowns in Buccaneers team history. But yeah, to bring this back to Payne Durham, I think one thing that really stood out to me, we talked about the Senior Bowl before. There was one specific play where they were doing goal line reps, but it was 11 on 11. And the quarterback kind of had to get away from the pass rush, essentially threw the ball up. And there was 2 defensive backs covering Payne Durham.
In the back of the end zone.
In the back of the end zone. His helmet fell off. I don't know how that happened on the play, but his helmet fell off. He still went up, made the catch, and it was a touchdown. Nose for the red zone. And like you talked about, maybe not a tight end 1. That's okay. You still have Cade Otton. You wanted a compliment for Cade Otton in Tampa Bay's new look offense with Dave Canales as the offensive coordinator. And I think they have probably found that with Payne Durham. Jason Light has talked a ton about this is one of the deepest tight end classes in the last 10 years. And patiently waiting, one of the themes today, didn't overreach. I mean, they traded up a little bit, but only a couple of spots. We'll see what the compensation is for that. But a couple of the strengths and weaknesses of Payne Durham. He's large, lean-framed player with outstanding length. His wingspan and arm length makes some offensive linemen jealous. He's strong, accepting hands and drops were uncommon on his college tape. Only 4 and 136 targets, so pretty good there. He displays a good-sized catch radius and is comfortable snaring throws outside his frame, coordinated feet, and doesn't need to gear down to break out 90-degree route breaks. The details of the trade, the Bucs are getting the pick that they just got, and they gave the Rams pick 175, so they moved up 4 spots. And yeah, they gave away their 7th round pick. So there you go. There's the trade compensation. Thank you, Adam. Some weaknesses of him: strong initial acceleration, but his speed taps out. Yeah. He's an all-gas route runner and would benefit from added tempo and pacing since he doesn't have an explosive gear to easily separate. Isn't much of a run-after-the-catch threat unless you hit him in stride, averaged only 10.1 yards per catch. It doesn't create many explosive plays. He only had 1 30-plus yard reception in 2022. So kind of what we talked about. Red zone presence. Yep. Will get open in certain pockets.
He's a tough guy. He's a dude.
Yeah.
He's a tough guy.
Another dude coming to the Bucs offense. Overall, Durham has average at best speed and separation skills, but he creates a large throwing target for his quarterback and enjoys the dirty work at the position. Yep. He has the skill set of a solid number 2 tight end option in the NFL, similar in ways to Jesse James, or the road dog Jesse James, as I like to say. I think day 3 might be my favorite picks for the Bucs throughout this whole draft.
Yeah, this is a really good pick. I mean, he's one of the guys that when I saw him at the Senior Bowl, especially that catch, I think it was right before we were getting ready to leave, wasn't it? Like towards the end of the week.
Yeah, it was the last day of practice. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was freezing my ass off. I remember that.
Yeah, because the first day we were all getting
Sweating,
sunburned.
yes.
And then the last day we got that true Mobile weather.
Yeah. And I remember him making that huge catch, and I was like, wow.
I might have that on my phone. We'll have to
I
find to conjure that up.
Yeah, and I was like, actually, I think that plays on YouTube as well. But yeah, it's
Payne Durham Senior Bowl.
Yep, yeah, he's a fantastic addition on day 3, and he's a gritty guy. He's not the best blocker, but he's got enough size at 6'5", 255. He can kind of grow into that. I like this kid. Gritty, tough, hard-nosed. He's going to fit in very well with the players that they've drafted. This draft class too, man. What's that?
The best name.
Another great football name.
Yeah.
Payne
Durham.
Durham. Though if I shouldn't even say it. But if things don't go well, Payne. Dropped the ball in the end zone. Payne. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And he doesn't drop the ball much, so should be all right there.
Yeah, so we have tied, I believe, our record with 3 Bucs best bets.
Congratulations. And there's still time to break it.
There is still time to break the record. We have 2 more picks. So
Would be the greatest live stream of all time.
we're doing pretty well. We're excited about these selections and how we've kind of forecasted them here. So